We are downtown. There's the three guys ready to go mediate. Look at Blake. He looks all business dude. His short haircut and his Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Shane disappeared. Look at Darren. He even looks snazzy. And then there's my silver fox.
He looks like he's going to a jazz festival. Looks like he's trying to find a country western store. And he's going.
All right. These guys are poor right now. We'll see if maybe later we see them and they're rich. It's a really nice elevator.
Push down so he'll be on a higher level.
This is a nice elevator.
This is us in the elevator. No, that was my stuff from Frontier. I updated off.
Going to the top.
Oh, you get this.
Check out the view. You should be able to see the mountains, but it's too smoky from all the fires.
Yeah, some Chipotle.
Shane loves it on video. Super loves it.
Oh, we should have gone all the way to the top. That's much better parking.
Oh. Well, this is what I talked Honey into doing since we got kicked out of mediation. What is this? Is this like a cart from the, like a coal cart? A skinny person bathtub?
Yeah.
That's a weird piece. Hey, honey, somebody asked on the last vlog what kind of motor that has in it that makes it sound like that.
Well, it's an LS6, but it's not the motor that does it, it's the exhaust.
Oh.
So fast.
See, that sounds normal, sort of. Hi, guys. So, I want to tell you what happened yesterday. You saw the pictures from, you know, when we were in the office building and all that. When we first got there, we told, it was a mediation company. And we told them, honey and I aren't part of this. We're just the parents. We're just here for support. And they're like, oh, you can go in. You can go in. It's fine. And they showed us it was like a huge area of food and drinks and snacks and, help yourself. It's all free, whatever you want. And I'm thinking to myself, it ain't free because you guys are charging somebody. And guess who you're charging? You're charging these boys because it's coming off of their total they're going to get. But anyway, they came in with the menu. I was like, here's the lunch menu. Feel free to order whatever you like. It's all free. It's like, no, it's not. So we're in there, and the lawyer was late. Something with her dog. And anyway, apparently it was not. Hi, guys. So I want to tell you what happened yesterday. You saw the pictures from, when we were in the office building and all that. Well, when we first got there, we told, it was a mediation company. And we told them, honey and I aren't part of this. We're just the parents. We're just here for support. And they're like, oh, you can go in. You can go in. It's fine. And they showed us it was like a huge area of food and drinks and snacks and, help yourself. It's all free, whatever you want. And I'm thinking to myself, it ain't free because you guys are charging somebody. And guess who you're charging? You're charging these boys because it's coming off of their total they're going to get. But anyway, they came in with the menu. I was like, here's the lunch menu. Feel free to order whatever you like. It's all free. It's like, no, it's not. So we're in there, and the lawyer was late. Something with her dog. And anyway, apparently it was not a big deal. So we were there about 45 minutes, and she came in, and she's explaining to us and to the boys what's going on and how things are going to happen, and not to be concerned about the first couple of offers. And they were negotiating with Allstate, which was Shane's insurance company for his underinsured motorists, and American Family, which is our insurance company and our underinsured motorists. So the person who caused the accident, their insurance had already paid out the amount of money they had. They had $50,000, which wasn't enough, but their insurance company had already paid that out. So after she explains that, she says, now, she goes, I don't have a problem with your parents being in here. But what you need to know is if we don't settle today in mediation and we go to court, the insurance companies can call your parents in and make them tell everything that they heard in this meeting. So it's up to you if you want them to be in here or not. So I won't say which one of them, but one of them was like, I'd prefer you guys not be here. And I was like, totally fine, because we didn't expect to be in here anyway. So honey and I left, and we don't like downtown. So we walked around for like 10 minutes, and we were like, let's just go. So we went and got the car, and it had been an hour and a half maybe, and it was $21 to park for an hour and a half downtown. So we left, and we went and had some lunch, and then we had some Mexican food, and then I had Googled to see if there were any places around that had storage buildings. And we found a place that was just a couple miles away that had storage buildings. So we're like, let's go over there and look at them. So we did. And Holy moly. We went in there and asked for the size that we wanted, 12 by 24. And we were thinking, oh, this is going to cost way more than Home Depot storage buildings. But no, as a matter of fact, it was about the same price, except theirs includes a floor, a steel floor, not a wood floor, a steel floor. And it includes the shingles for the roofing. And it includes them building it. I was ready to sign up right there. But the guy says, no, you have to take this, the plans for it, and you have to go to the city and you have to get your permit. Once you get your permit, then we can put you on the schedule. So, honey still has a couple days off on his vacation time, and he is going to get that done. So, after that, we went to the antique mall. We didn't find too much. I picked up, what did I get? I got something. I'll show you guys later. Oh, I know. I got this, and I wanted to show you. Okay, so I spent a total of $21. So $10 was this, what I'm going to show you. This was $1. I think the rest of these were $2. $2 a piece. And I was like, yeah. They look like they're tea stained already. So I got those. And this is the place where we go. The Brass Armadillo. And, okay. So then we came home because Savannah had let Shiva out around noon, but she needed to get her medicine, and Savannah wasn't home. So we came home to give Shiva her medicine, and while we were here, the boys called and said, we're going to need a ride. We're almost done. So we headed back downtown, and they didn't sound very happy, but nobody was talking. And we just thought, they're really jokesters, and they like to surprise, so they probably did good, and they're just wanting to save that to tell us when we get there. Well, when we got there to pick them up, they all, they got in the car or the truck, and nobody was talking. So finally, after about a minute, I turned around and I was like, really? Nobody's going to tell us anything? And then Blake started talking, and he was really angry. Apparently, Blake and Darren were able to settle, but their amounts, Shane had the highest medical bills because he had the brain bleed. And then Blake's medical bills were next, and then Darren's medical bills were really small. Well, a third of everything they get goes to the lawyer. So a third off the top goes to the lawyer. Then they got to pay their medical bills. With what Shane got, and Shane's medical bills were over $20,000. So after the lawyer gets their cut and Shane pays his medical bills, he ain't going to have much left at all. Blake wasn't able to settle because for some reason there was some kind of mistake. We're not real clear on what that mistake was, but they're supposed to correct the mistake and make him a different offer. you know, we're trying to understand what the kids are saying, and they're all kind of pissy about it. But at least Shane said, well, at least he won't owe anything. But, you know, with everything they went through and all this time they waited, and, you know, we just really thought, okay, the lawyer, the law firm isn't going to take this case if they're not going to make any kind of money off of it. And Shane did say when they first got started, she said, okay, this is what we're going to go tell them we want, and this dollar amount. And Shane was like, that's cool, because even if I got half of that, I would be happy. So if we're starting at this amount and I'm going to be happy with half, it should be good. Well, yeah, didn't work out that way. And so that's why we didn't come back and talk to you guys later. And we were supposed to all go out to dinner and celebrate, and nobody wanted to go to dinner. And so we were like, we'll save dinner because Shane's going to stay for another week. Blake's going to be here for 2 weeks, and then he's going back to Arizona and finish out his final 2 weeks at his job. And then he's moving back to Denver, and he starts work at Frontier. So, yeah. Funny thing is, the person that actually walks away, Darren, the friend, the amount of money he got because his bills were so low, he actually is going to walk away with the most amount of money. Not seeing how that is cool, but I guess that's between the boys. They can live with that. And yeah, so this morning, Miss Shiva has her appointment to go get her ears unwrapped and then rewrapped. So I have to get Honey up in about an hour. And we have a really light day at the shop. We have less than 10. I think we have 8. So maybe I'll probably get some appointments, pick up some appointments, people that called in yesterday and left messages. But it's kind of nice every once in a while to have a week where you're still making money, but you're not going gangbusters, except tomorrow looks pretty busy. So anyway, I have somebody that is bugging me to death about creating another explosion box, and they're from another country, and we're having a really hard time communicating, and it is frustrating me. I appreciate they want me to, but it's frustrating because the language barrier is frustrating. So I'm going to go so I can answer their million messages they're sending me on Facebook Messenger, and I'll talk to you guys later. By the way, this is what I'm working on. I did have a request for a custom album, so I'm creating that. I know there were several people who wanted this this album. So I have one custom order. If you want one too, you need to email me because I have 2 of these albums, okay? And I usually don't make them ring bound. They have a ring thing. I bind them here. But anyway, if you want one, I'd rather create 2 at one time than create one and then create another one. So if you're one of those people, let me know. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, guys. I got to turn off Jamie Ray. It's, what is it? Wednesday? Wednesday. I'm doing a little fussy cutting, and I thought I would come and talk to you a little bit and tell you that Honey and I spent a lot of time together yesterday talking about this new venture. And we actually decided that rather than one 12 by 24 building, we're going to separate them out. And we're going to put where the pool deck is at will be we're going to do 12 by 16. And that'll be like our showroom. That'll be all the finished pieces. That'll be like decorated, and that's what that will be. And then over on the side yard where you guys have seen that that high fence with the gate, I'll show you that. But that area is where I already do my painting, and we're going to get probably an 8 by 10 or an 8 by 12, and that will be our kind of storage and paint area with workbench and stuff like that. I know it sounds small, and it will be small, but once we start cranking the pieces, they're going to go over to the display building, and we decided we're not going to list things on Facebook Marketplace until that building is full. And because we have to get it set up so that we can do lots of filming and videos, photographs, so that we can get accepted to participate in these vintage markets. You can't just pay your money and get a space. You have to be accepted. So we have to be able to display our products and show our work so that they can judge if they want us in their market. A little bit scary in a way. It's been a long time since, like, I've been a business owner and a dog groomer since I was 17 years old. And I never needed anybody to really judge my work except for 4 years. 4 years I did work. When I first moved here, I worked for a place. And when I came to get the job, I brought a portfolio of my work. And at that point, I did have, people look at my work and decide if it was good enough. And they hired me on the spot. So I'm used to being so good at what I do that I don't have any doubts. But this is totally new, and I have a little bit of doubts. And hi, I'm going to fix that. Better. Okay, so sorry about that. But what I was going to tell you is the funny part was yesterday, we were talking about how much the two buildings were going to cost because we're on a budget, and how much money would be left over to do the finish out of the building that will be the display area. And, we came to the conclusion of how much we had. I was like, okay, well, it's going to cost at least $1,000 to finish it out properly. And Honey goes, no, it's not going to cost $1,000. I said, well, we have to get flooring. And he's like, flooring? I'll just paint the floor. I'm like, no, no. I said, when people come to look at furniture, they don't want to look at it in an environment that isn't like a home environment. That's why when you go to look at furniture at the furniture store, it's all, like the main walkways are like tile, and then where the furniture's at, it's carpeting because, we're not going to put carpeting, but they do that, and they decorate with all the little small items as well as the furniture to give you that at-home feel and give you an idea what your stuff's going to look like inside a home. So I told him, I was like, no. And he was like, oh. I was like, yeah, we need to finish this out like it's the inside of our house. So, whereas you can drywall if you want, I said, I'm okay with regular drywall. I said, but I'd prefer shiplap, an accent wall with all wood, you know, maybe even the ceiling all wood with a, you know, chandelier. I mean, I did purchase a chandelier that we're going to alter and work with. But he was like, oh, yeah, okay. Now I'm getting the vision. Anyway, it's funny how men are. All right, guys. I have finished fussy cutting all my pieces. So I fussy cut these once out of the paper. Then I glue them to the craft paper. And then I fussy cut them again. So there's my stack. That's going to go in the mini album. And I'm going to set that aside because, and I have printed out, I probably printed too much. I printed out all the papers. That's a lot of paper for that. I'm probably going to do 2. Do you need one? Let me know if you need one. But yeah. So I have all my stuff here. And then I actually had purchased these recipe cards that are in craft, which is nice. And I'm probably going to put some of those in too. And I'm going to set that aside for right now. And I'm going to do a haul video because I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. And I got some goodness. I got some Christmas goodness. And I'm excited to share it. I also did another design team project that really wasn't a design team project. I didn't need to do another design team project, but I wanted to create something for myself. And whenever I create something for myself, you guys gotta know, it's always for sale, even if I created it for me. Now, if I create it for Rihanna, it's not for sale. But if somebody loves it enough that they want it, I will sell it because I can always make another one. All right, I'm going to show you, actually, I think I'm going to show you that. So that's it. And I'll do a video on it. But if you're interested in that, let me know. And I will talk to you guys later. The boys come back tonight. I just saw a video about a movie called An Interview with God. Have you guys seen the trailer for that? Pretty interesting.